The termination email arrived at 9:04 on a Tuesday morning. 3 sentences, no signature, just a system notification from the AI platform I had spent 3 years of my life building. I read it twice. Then I closed my laptop, walked to my window, and smiled, because Marcus Weld, the CEO who had just fired me using my own creation, had never once read my original contract, the one from 4 years ago, the one that was very, very specific about who owned what. His mistake was about to cost him everything. I wasn't a regular employee. I was a contractor brought in to solve one problem. Veridian was hemorrhaging money on manual audits. I built ARIA, Automated Risk Intelligence Architecture, a modular self-improving system that could handle compliance, logistics, HR, anything they needed. I also had my attorney review every line of my contract before I signed it. The IP clause was airtight. Any work product built on methodologies I developed before the engagement stayed mine. ARIA's core engine, mine, built on 4 years of prior work I owned before Marcus ever hired me. Marcus joined 18 months ago, riding investor pressure to cut costs. He found ARIA, expanded it across the company, and started using it to eliminate jobs. 412 people gone in 14 months. Then on a Tuesday morning, it came for me. His assistant called the next day. "The decision is final," she said. "Please return your equipment." "Of course," I said. "I'll return the laptop. Everything else stays with me." She didn't understand what I meant. Marcus would, soon enough. I called my attorney that afternoon, not in panic, in precision. She pulled up the 2020 contract, read the IP clause, and said 4 words: "You own the core." For 3 months, I said nothing publicly. No LinkedIn posts, no interviews, I just watched. I watched Marcus present ARIA to investors as Veridian's proprietary operational intelligence platform. I watched him enter licensing discussions worth an estimated $340 million. $340 million, built entirely on architecture I owned. My attorney filed the notice on a Wednesday, 22 pages delivered by certified mail to Marcus personally, to the board, and to the general counsel. It included the original contract, my pre-engagement documentation, and a technical summary proving ARIA's core derived from my prior work. The conclusion was simple. Veridian's license to use ARIA had expired 60 days after my termination. Marcus had fired me 63 days before the letter arrived. The math was not in his favor. The general counsel called my attorney within hours. He suggested the claim was legally ambiguous. My attorney read the clause back to him word by word, then reminded him that a $340 million deal built on disputed IP would make every party to that deal extremely uncomfortable. Marcus called me directly 2 days later. He opened by calling it a misunderstanding. I let him finish. Then I walked him through the contract, section by section, the same way I once walked him through ARIA's architecture in a board meeting he barely paid attention to. I was calm. I was specific. I did not raise my voice once. At minute 22, he stopped interrupting. At minute 31, he asked what I wanted. I told him 4 things: a licensing settlement based on the $340 million deal as a benchmark, a public correction on all press materials that called ARIA proprietary Veridian technology, severance and benefits reinstated for all 412 people ARIA had fired, paid from the settlement, and my name on every future deployment of ARIA's core system. He was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "You're serious about the 400 people?" "I built the thing that fired them," I said. "Yes, I'm serious." The settlement was reached 11 days later. Marcus resigned 4 months after that. His general counsel posted 1 sentence on LinkedIn that every executive should tattoo somewhere visible. "Read your vendor contracts, all of them, every line." ARIA still runs at Veridian under a licensing agreement. With my name on it, I had leverage, serious leverage. I could have taken the money and walked away clean. Instead, I made the 412 people part of the deal. So here's what I want to know. If you were sitting where I was sitting, with the contract, with the patents, with everything. Would you have done the same? Or would you have taken